Welcome to LawNext. This is Bob Ambrogi, and this is another in a series of recordings I'm making here at the Clio Cloud Conference. I'm set up live here on the conference floor, and I've been talking to various attendees and exhibitors and Clio staff and executives. And right now I am joined by Reagan Attle, the Chief Marketing Officer at Clio. Reagan, how are you?
Hi, Bob. I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. How are you doing? It's so good to see anybody, right? But to be back at ClioCon, to see you, it's been a while. So
it's been a while. I think it's been 2.5 years.
It has been 2.5 years.
And doing the ClioCon conference back on the floor for the first time in 3 years is magical.
Yeah, it is.
It's really special.
Yeah.
And seeing you again, and we met 6 years ago.
Yeah, well, I was just going to ask you, I was trying to remember what year it was that you came to
2017.
Clio. 2017.
I joined Clio in 2017. Totally different company at the time.
Yeah.
Totally different conference at the time.
Yeah. Where were we, in Chicago?
New Orleans.
New Orleans. That was New Orleans. Okay.
Yeah, so that was my first ClioCon.
Yeah.
Which was special.
Yeah.
And they keep getting more special.
Yeah. And what were you doing before you came to Clio? What was your
I
background?
worked in tech. So I was always in marketing. I've spent my last 20 years in marketing, and about 15 of those years have been in technology. So I worked for a company that was doing online registration for a variety of different industries, a variety of different verticals, but all solo or small businesses trying to be successful. So similar.
Yeah. And how did you end up at Clio?
This is a long story, but I'm going to tell you I'll tell you the shorter story, but it actually is a good one of my favorite stories to tell. It's really shines a light on Jack, actually. So I think it was about 2015 I met Jack. Jack, I'm based in Vancouver, where Jack is based. Clio was this little company. I think there was about 100 employees, and he had reached out. They were looking for someone to lead their marketing team, and they had reached out. I chatted with Jack for about an hour, and we made a great connection. He was somebody I, just instantly was connected to, and but it wasn't the right time. We were both looking for different things. And in 2016, he reached out to me, and he said, want to chat with you again. We're looking for another a marketing lead, and I said, I would love to talk to you, Jack, but I'm 6 months pregnant. And so in Canada, where I'm from Vancouver, it's very common for a long maternity leave.
Yeah, year, right?
A year is the thing. And I said, I'm 6 months pregnant. I don't know, what I'm going to do. And so I'm not sure this is the best timing, but I would love to chat with you. He said, no, let's chat. So anyways, we ended up chatting, and it was a great conversation. And he's like, well, what are you going to do? And I said, I don't know, but let's keep in contact. So I had the baby, my son Maxwell, who's now 6, which is very correlated to my time at Clio. And he reached out, and it was actually reaching out to me in 2016 ClioCon. And he said, I'm really busy, but I would love to chat with you when you're back. I hope everything's going well. And we started the conversation kind of deeper since then. And so anyways, I interviewed through my maternity leave and joined 7 months later. So, and that's my journey. And
So, I've known Clio. I've known Jack since 2008, pretty much the year they launched the company, he and Ryan. At the point that you joined the company, how big was it? How many employees?
There was about 200 employees. Yeah. I think it was, 224 or something like that. The marketing team was tiny, tiny for us at least now. There was about 15 of us.
Yep. And how many employees now?
900. Over 900.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's grown a lot.
Yeah. So, let me start with, what are your responsibilities as Chief Marketing Officer? What do you do?
What do I do?
What don't you do?
Yeah, what do I not do? So we create Clio's brand. We make sure we're connecting with our customers. We're building a community. That's how I like to think about how we what I frame for the team, what we do. I mean, this is a really special industry. Legal is, and our customers are the reason why I'm still at the company, and our ability to have an impact, to be able to drive a mission forward, and to be able to help people in their day-to-days. So when I think about our marketing team, it's how do we how do we bring that to the masses? How do we think about that at a larger scale? How do we ensure that our product can connect with those customers and really further like our ability to transform the legal experience for all? So, that's how I think about it in its conceptual way. But we manage our product marketing teams. That's how do we bring our product features, our product features to our customers so they understand it, so they can adopt it, so they can make it easier for them. It's demand generation. How do we make sure that more lawyers and more law firms know what we can do for them and how Clio can help them? And then there's the content that we're writing, bringing new information to the industry.
Yeah, and the PR function.
And the PR function.
Dealing with people like me.
I do. I work with you, Bob. Make sure you know what Clio is doing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's interesting because Clio has, Jack kind of made this point in his keynote yesterday, has always kind of talked about Clio as not just a product company, but kind of a mission company. And how do I ask this delicately? I mean, how much of that is marketing talk, and how much of that is real?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. And I asked myself the same thing when I started. It's really easy to tell the story about what you want to do, and then it's how do you do the things that'll enable you to actually to have the impact that you want to have. And I think I didn't create that mission.
Right.
That mission was established. We've evolved it because we've gotten bigger as a company, but Jack that's the way Jack thinks. That's the way we as a company think about what impact we can have for this industry and for our customers. And so I don't know, I think you can see it at ClioCon. I think you can see it when a customer calls our support team to get help. I mean, we really want to help move this industry forward.
Yeah,
so I would say none of it's really marketing speak anymore.
Yeah.
I would say it's really clear in the way our employees care about what we're doing, what we're building, and our customers, that it's just the way we think.
Yeah. Going from 2017 to 2022, where we sit now, as you just said, in terms of numbers of employees, the company has grown enormously, and in so many different metrics, the company has grown enormously. So how has that changed? How has that changed your job? How has that evolved how you market this company?
Well, I get to work with more amazing people.
More money.
Yeah, I have a little bit more money. I think one of the most interesting things is that the number of customers has grown. And so that affords us more opportunity to build that community. It affords us that ability to do cooler or more exciting things with our customers. We are able to, just for example, we're able to put on a 3,000 person ClioCon. We're able to write, articles every day. We're able to build a community that we have that enables our customers to connect with each other. So it's about resources and about being able to put more time and effort into the things that we really want to do. That is going to help us move this industry.
Yeah, I mean, when I talk to anybody about the law practice management market in legal, I think it's widely perceived and agreed that Clio is kind of seen as the leader in that area for a number of reasons, just in part because it almost invented the whole cloud space for practice management. But it is often perceived as the market leader, even though I don't really know number. I don't know how many customers you have. Other people don't talk about their numbers either. I mean, why do you think that is? Why do you think it is that Clio has been able to maintain that kind of place as being perceived as a leader in this area?
I think it goes back to your earlier question, is that we focus on our mission and we focus on our customers. And I think when you do that, your customers feel it. when you do that, your customers talk about you. When you do that, you're having an impact on an industry that's a bit broader than the day-to-day, and we see that every day. So a lot of the ways that we have grown, and a lot of the reasons why we've grown, is because customers are telling other customers or telling other lawyers about our software because it makes it easier, it makes it better, and that permeates. It permeates throughout the the industry, and so I think we are the leader, and we have the most probably people talking about us and championing us, but we're also coming at it from a place of care and mission, and you can attach.
So it's
to
not
that.
Just marketing; it's buzz, it's word of mouth, and
exactly,
which is I guess fueled by marketing, but
maybe or or product.
By product, right?
I think I always
combination.
Very much give our product the spotlight there because, I could do a lot of great things.
Yeah.
But if our product didn't work for our customers,
right,
I wouldn't be successful.
Right. Yeah. Something else that's happened during your time in this job is that this sector has changed dramatically in a lot of ways, in part because a lot more money is getting dumped by investors into the practice management space, and we have seen a lot of consolidations and wrap-ups of practice management companies. E-payments has become obviously a much bigger factor, and we're seeing, besides, you guys launch payments, but other companies all are now having some version of payments, and of course, LawPay acquiring my case this year.
Yes.
How has that made it more challenging for you, or has that changed how you have to kind of market this company?
Oh, it's definitely changed. It's changed the industry in a really significant way, and it's validation in so many ways, right?
Imitation is a serious form of flattery. Kind of thing.
You said it. It's validation that we're doing the right thing. We're investing in the right things. That that our customers need it. It's when folks do copy us, I think there is a validation that we're trying to push something forward in a meaningful way, and people are seeing that it's having impact. So that's been really cool. I think there's also things that I've seen that I think we have to be careful of, which are, let's not confuse our customers, not confuse lawyers. Let's make purchasing decisions easy for them. Let's not point fingers at who's doing things wrong or who's doing things right. Like, there's room for us, and there's room for, our industry to be successful without us, getting nasty about it.
Yeah. How do you look ahead to growth? How does this company continue to grow, continue to get bigger over the years to come?
Continue to invest in our product and continue to invest in our customers being successful. I think that is, there's so much opportunity for this industry to continue to transform. I think we're still in really early stages of that. If it feels like we've been around forever, at this point it feels like cloud software is the thing. But folks are still evolving. People are still learning. This industry is still moving forward with when it comes to technology. And so I think that there's plenty of growth and plenty of space for us to, continue to deliver great product that gives our lawyers better ways to connect with their clients, better ways that they can become more efficient, better ways that they can cut costs and help, provide better services.
Is it important that you expand into other markets? Overseas, into Europe?
I think global expansion is really interesting. I think other markets is not as interesting, at least at this point. We're
by other markets, geographic markets.
Geographically,
more outside Canada and the United States.
And you'll see that we're investing in payments for Canada, which is, it's our home base. We're looking, we're growing in UK and Ireland and Europe as a whole. So I think there's a lot of space for transformation in those industries, in those geographies. They're probably where the U.S. was, in some of those spaces 10 years ago.
Right. Yeah. In some UK, and sometimes I feel like they're a few steps ahead of us on some of these things.
In some things, absolutely.
Clio obviously works with a lot of works with and supports a lot of other tech companies as part of its own ecosystem, as part of the the launch code and through Clio Ventures and various other ways. Do you? I don't know if maybe you actually do this. I mean, do you work at all or help any of these smaller companies think about their own marketing and how they should approach marketing to this market?
We do a little bit, and we do it in probably more mass than at an individual level.
Yeah.
So we think about it. Our developers have partners at Clio that they can be working with, and we work behind the scenes as a marketing team to enable our partners to be able to provide the support to our developers to build great products that integrate with Clio really well, and then think about how they launch that. I'm not their marketing arm, but we certainly want to be able to represent them well in the App Store. That's why we invest in a lot of support that we can provide there. We write blogs, and we see them follow our lead. I have one-on-one conversations sometimes, so we're always open to doing that, and we want to make our partners successful.
Yeah. Well, so what kind of advice would you give a small legal tech startup about how to get started on a marketing plan, a marketing journey, whatever you want to call it?
I just had this conversation this morning, actually, with a partner of ours that was just starting out, and the quick answer was focus on your customers, make sure you have happy customers, because your happy customers will talk to other people and share what they're learning and what benefits they've gotten from your product. And I think when you're starting out and you have no money and no investment, that's you really want to make sure you're starting there. Your online presence is huge, and it doesn't have to cost a lot. So we launched our website builder at ClioCon. Yeah. It is, it's a simple tool that allows you to, put up your website, have an online presence, connect your clients with a scheduler, pay for their consultations, makes it super, super simple. And that's what you always need to be thinking about. Like, can you get found? Do people want to work with you? Are you making them happy? And is it easy? And you can do that by making it easy to work with you.
Yeah, but there's so much focus on SEO and lead gen and all these kind of buzz terms. I mean, I mean, to get found, you can't just put up a website. You need to somehow be proactive in terms of.
You have to make sure you have the content on
visible.
Your website, so you can capture the SEO. You should have a social presence because the world is evolving.
Yeah.
I don't know that Jack touched on this in his keynote, but. Gen Z searches on TikTok more than they search on Google. That was surprising to me. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So now that's not my advice. My advice is not to say go optimize
TikTok.
For TikTok.
Yeah.
But you do need to be where your clients are.
Right. Yeah.
And you do need to be able to be providing content that's going to engage them, that helps them understand, maybe what your legal process or your client process looks like, or how you can help them. Why would it be easy? How do you differentiate? And so, that's where, when you talk about SEO or where you can get found, like, those are the areas that you need to invest in.
Yeah. I talk to so many small, very small startups where sometimes it's the founder and maybe they've got a couple of engineers and they're wrestling with the question of what are the next hires I make, and at what point do I bring in a marketing person? Do I hire a marketing person? Do I work with an outside agency? Do you have any thoughts on that? I mean, at what point should a company be thinking about making marketing a sort of a formal part of their business structure?
Yeah, I mean, you can start small. So if you're a two-person startup and you need a little bit of marketing support, go hire a consultant that can do a bit of work for you, that can help write some articles or can help teach you about social. So you can start really small with a bit of consulting. I'd say when you're scaling, like when you're around the 5 to 10 person mark, you should have somebody that's focused on marketing, that is working with you, that has multiple disciplines that they can help you with, that can support those efforts and engage, the other employees to be really thinking about how they can all be thinking about the different parts of marketing. But I'd say like 5 to 10 people you should have somebody dedicated to that.
And does it matter that you did not come out of legal. Does it matter that the marketing person have experience in the legal industry?
It's important that they understand the industry fast. This is a very nuanced industry.
Yeah.
There's I learned really quickly that lawyers don't react and operate the same as, where the industry that I came from. I mean, this is a different world, and it's really important that you understand the customer, how busy they are, what they care about. So, no, you don't have to come from legal, but you should be investing really, really fast and heavily in understanding the industry and talking to as many customers as you possibly can.
Yeah. Is it different marketing in legal? Again, you have this experience from different industries.
Yeah.
Is it a lot different? Yeah.
It is. I mean, some of the foundations are the same.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you mentioned SEO. Yeah, you have to have, those things translate the same.
Yeah.
But, how you talk to this industry, what you know about this industry, how you sell to this industry, it's different.
Yeah.
Solving different problems, different types of people, busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? What else are you working on, or what else interesting you these days that we haven't talked about?
Well, ClioCon was the focus over the last couple of months.
Yeah, you're gonna get a little time off now.
I hope so. Actually, I am going to Australia in November, so I'm really excited about that. But we've got some other big things coming. We've got some more product stuff that'll be on the horizon that we're spending some time thinking about. We have what are we doing? We're bringing some of the employees together, so that's always exciting in the coming months as well as we go through the new year. The Legal Trends Report just launched yesterday, so we're going to double down and make sure folks know what's new and what's important.
Yep, good. Well, Reagan, I really appreciate your taking time out of this busy conference, because I'm sure you are very, very busy during these few days here. I really appreciate it. It's good to talk to you.